didn't make it.
Diane Ellis, the JLP's liaison officer for West Portland and divisional commander for Portland, Superintendent Noel Christie, says preliminary investigations suggest that Mr. Nugent died of natural causes.
We have a report that a man after voting collapsed and was taken to the Antabia hospital where he was pronounced dead. The matter has been investigated. We are suspecting that he died of natural cause at this stage. He had just voted and then came out and collapsed.
Superintendent Noel Christie, divisional commander for Portland.
In St. James, there was a steady stream of voters in West Central St. James. The constituency is a marginal seat where the JLP's incumbent Clive Mullings is hoping to stave off the challenge of the PNP's Sharon Folks Abrahams. Mullings is defending a majority of only 536 votes. Nationwide caught up with the PNP's Sharon Folks Abrahams earlier today, who said she was satisfied with the activities so far.
I feel very strong this morning and confident because the people have indicated that they are going to the polls to vote for the People's National Party, not only in most of Jamaica but also in West Central St. James. They are tired of the fact that they have not received proper representation from Clive Mullins and that it is time for him to go. And I sincerely believe that that is the case and that I will be victorious at the end of the day.
That's a PNP's candidate for West Central St. James, Sharon Folks Abrahams.
And in the marginal South St. James seat, voting progressed smoothly. Nationwide caught up with the returning officer, Samuel Reid, who said some polling divisions are showing a low of 40% to a high of 70% voter turnout. Mr. Reid, minor disturbances at Malden Primary, where electors were behaving in a boisterous manner, but the situation was quickly quelled. Meanwhile, the PNP's Derek Kellier, who's defending a slim majority of 247 votes, says that he's confident of victory.
Well, so far I think the election has been peaceful. The people are turning out on both sides. Robust in some areas, but in other areas a bit low. I expect that when it gets to another half an hour from now, well, those people leaving work will come in and, cast their ballots before 5 o'clock. But all in all, I think it has been going the voting has been going quite well, and we'll await the results when the returning officer counts the votes later on. But stands right now, I'm feeling pretty satisfied that we are ahead at this time.
The PNP's Derek Kellier speaking with Nationwide News earlier today. Mr. Kellier is defending his seat against the JLP's Homer Davis.
In the battleground parish of Hanover, where the two seats, East and West Hanover, voting progressed smoothly with over 50% voter turnout in both constituencies. We hear more from Garth Williams.
The constituency of Eastern Hanover started off quietly this morning with most polling stations opening, and it remained that way for the day. In discussions with senior police officers at the Sandy Bay police station, it was revealed that there were no serious incidents to report anywhere across the constituency. Just minor scuffles and very animated discussions between party supporters, those of the JLP and the People's National Party. The afternoon range began around 3 p.m. and this resulted in a significant slowing of voters turning out. Of note, though, is the fact that more than 50% of persons on the voters list had already turned up to vote before 2 p.m. So, Dr. D.K. Duncan will do battle against Paula Carr-Jarrett of the Jamaica Labour Party, a seat that was decided in 2007 by less than 1%. Over in Western Hanover, it was a similar story. The voter turnout was somewhere in the region of about 55%. This was also before 2 p.m. The afternoon rains also began there sometime after 3. In speaking with Junior Harris, an election day supervisor in Western Hanover, he said that most of who he expected to turn out to vote had already come out. So he wasn't looking forward to any great turnout in the afternoon. So it's Donovan Hamilton of the Jamaica Labour Party who lost to the PNP's Ian Hales by 173 votes in 2007, again doing battle. Over there, it's 4,000 new voters, however, on that voters list. So both gentlemen will be hoping on the swing of those new voters. Reporting for Jamaica Vote 2011 on Nationwide Radio, I'm Garth Williams.
Recapping the top stories in nationwide news this afternoon, while those in line before 5 p.m. will still be allowed to vote, the polls have officially been closed in Jamaica's 16th general elections since universal adult suffrage in 1944. The Electoral Office of Jamaica is reporting that the general elections were largely incident-free and the majority of nearly 7,000 polling stations opened on time this morning.
Meanwhile, the turnout in today's general election is expected to be moderate, while the electronic process slowed up voting in several constituencies.
I'm Cliff Hughes.
I'm Elizabeth Bennett Marsh.
And that was Nationwide News at 5. Stay tuned to Nationwide 90 FM for comprehensive coverage of Jamaica votes.
News at 5 on Tuesdays and Thursdays was brought to you by KFC. So good.
Leaking roof, back to school expenses, medical bills. Don't feel boxed in. Apply for an NCB Payroll Plus loan today and you can borrow up to 11 times your gross monthly salary and enjoy low monthly payments with up to 70 months to repay with 2 payment holidays per year with no collateral required. Yes, no collateral required. You can borrow the money for just about anything you need. Visit an NCB branch, apply online or call customer care at 1-888-NCB first. This amazing offer extended till December 31. Conditions apply.
You're listening to Nationwide 90 FM. The time is...
It's 5:33.
Pop in and fill up at gas station, Ocean Spray Water Stop. Pop in and fill up and a burst of flavor.
Pop into your nearest participating gas station.
Pop in and fill up and cool, refreshing Ocean Spray water deals and combos while stocks last.
Wow! Refreshing low prices and all the cool flavors of Ocean Spray water.
Wow. Real crowd water. So if you walk, ride,
or drive,
pop in and fill up at gas station, Ocean Spray water. Water with wow.
On your marks, get
check
set.
One, check
Go.
one, check one,
With
check
Olympic
one,
theme
check
next year,
one.
large screen TVs, LCD TVs, and LED TVs are the hottest item on everyone's Christmas shopping list. So Jewelaram and Kemlani Mart are having a huge TV sale, and your favorite brands are being heavily discounted. You pay no deposit, and you get 3 years to pay. Prices of TV start as low as $5,999. So hurry, at these low prices, stocks won't last. And remember, this Christmas it is all happening at Jewelaram and Kemlani Mart stores island-wide.
Jingle on over this festive season for easy and convenient shopping at the one and only Sovereign Supermarket, where you'll always find low prices and quality products. Special order your Christmas hams 24 hours in advance. In-house and advertised specials. Friendly, courteous service. Enjoy extended shopping hours throughout the holiday season. Located in Sovereign Center, 106 Hope Road, Ligani. Call 978-1254. Sovereign Supermarket. Service, style, satisfaction.
Drink it up, Catherine Speak Spring Water. Energize, no compromise, not purified, sodium free, no additives. Original energy drink, stop and think, so refreshing, quench your thirst, get a burst of Catherine Speak. Pure spring water, out from Jamaica, sodium free, no additives. Drink it up, Catherine Speak Spring Water. Drink it up, Catherine Speak Spring Water.
Catherine Speak Pure Spring Water, above all others.
No one, nowhere
celebrates the holidays like we do. Let's celebrate with KFC Festive Feast. Enjoy a free Christmas cake with your purchase of a 9-piece Festive Feast. Delicious KFC, home-style sides, refreshing drinks, and a free Christmas cake. Happy holidays from KFC.
Dryman wins the ball. He breaks free and he's on his own now. Goalkeeper Waddell goes out to meet him. Waddell's just outside the penalty box and he's... Wait, Waddell is running back to his goal. Oh, what a move. He's topping up his body with pure, refreshing water. But will it save the day? Waddell is back in his goal now. Dryman strikes. Dryman kick it wide. Come, Dryman, your body's over 75% water. So next time, keep it topped up with water. Water. It's all good.
The management and staff of Spencer's Tailoring wishes to thank its valued customers for the years of support and wishes you and your family a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Visit Spencer's Tailoring at Shop 21A Central Plaza, Kingston 10, or call 926-5678. Spencer's Tailoring, the difference is class.
I was able to pay Trisha's college tuition in London by using my computer to purchase pounds.
And I paid on my US dollar credit card from my cell phone. That's the convenience of Scotia Online. Buy, sell, transfer US dollars, Canadian dollars, and pound sterling from your computer or smartphone. Anywhere, anytime. Log on to www.jamaica.scotiabank.com for Scotia Online. Safe, convenient, secure.
I am Sorrel.
I am Calico Jack Rum Punch.
I am Cranberry. Together we are Yum. Guess what is it? What? We're the reason for taste buds.
Tasty, juicy.
True Juice. Celebrate your well-being. Submit to temptation. Share the holiday spirit. 3 for the season.
Yeah, we are the ones. Good.
Buy us, buy us,
buy us.
Buy us.
Sorrel, Calico Jack Rum Punch, and Cranberry.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
True Juice. Take home some holiday spirit. 3 for the season.
Yeah, man.
On your marks, get set, go! With Olympics being next year, large screen TVs, LCD TVs and LED TVs are the hottest item on everyone's Christmas shopping list. So Jularam and Kemlani Mart are having a huge TV sale and your favorite brands are being heavily discounted. You pay no deposit and you get 3 years to pay. Prices of TV start as low as $5,999. So hurry, at these low prices, stocks won't last. And remember, this Christmas it is all happening at Jularam and Kemlani Mart stores island-wide.
You've heard the debates.
The candidates have been hot.
On the campaign trail,
The leaders have laid down their plans if
their party
forms the next government.
now it's time to choose.
It's time to choose.
Nationwide 90 FM has the best election campaign coverage on radio, and it gets even better on election day. Jamaica Votes 2011.
They don't have any credibility to attack the Labour Party.
People have no shame at all.
Join us from 6 a.m. in This Morning with Emily Crooks and Naomi Francis on December 29, 2011, as we start what promises to be an exciting finale to the weeks of campaigning. Every hour, on the hour, there'll be updates and live links with our hardworking team of reporters across the island. Our special election edition of On the Agenda with Ron Mason goes from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Then, starting at 4 p.m. on Election Day, Cliff Hughes, Emily Crooks, Ron Mason, and our team of analysts, Carol Narcisse, Dr. Oswald Harding, and Easton Douglas, will start unbroken coverage worldwide until a winner is declared. Live coverage in the region through the One Caribbean Media Network and a live link with analysts in Barbados as we get a regional perspective on the elections. Live audio and video streaming on www.nationwideradiojm.com.
Local viewing on Lime Mobile TV on Channel 13 Faith TV, powered by DC Digital. Our broadcast is made possible by telecommunications partner Lime and Lime Mobile TV. It's on. And Singer at home worldwide.
Jamaica Votes 2011.
Did you miss it? Now you can get another chance to hear the major news and discussion segments on Nationwide 90 FM during a rebroadcast weeknight starting at 8 p.m. The news at 5, cover story, front page, on the agenda, and at your service. Now you can hear them again, only on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media.
Parent to Parent is a show for every parent. If you're pregnant, have a baby, a toddler, a child in school, or all of the above, listen every Friday morning on Nationwide 90 FM at 6:45 a.m. We'll talk about parenting from one parent to another. We're not alone in how we feel and what we have to deal with as parents. So join me, Rebecca Harper, every Friday morning at 6:45 a.m. on Nationwide 90 FM. Parent to Parent, from one parent to another.
Pop in and fill up at gas station, Ocean Spray Water Stop.
Pop in and fill up on a burst of flavor.
Pop into your nearest participating gas station.
Pop in and
Fill up on cool, refreshing Ocean Spray water deals and combos while stocks last.
Wow. Refreshing low prices and all the cool flavors of Ocean Spray water.
Wow. The real crown water. So if you walk, ride,
or drive,
pop in and fill up at gas station,
Ocean Spray Water.
Water with wow.
Roasting, frying, stewing, baking, even when you're fricasseeing.
You can put your pot on fire, cause bread come cookie there.
Reliable, good quality.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Plus real value too. So roasting, frying, stewing, baking, get the best of that fricasseeing.
You can put your pot on fire, cause bread come cookie there.
Head come cookie there.
That's better now.
Headcom Cookie Gas. Real value to keep you cooking. Are you involved in agriculture, fisheries, market research, transport, land use analysis for development? Yes? Well then, the Forestry Department can help make your life and business easier with its GIS mapping services. The Forestry Department offers map design and printing, image processing, complex spatial analysis and topographic mapping, and so much more. These services can help you to cut cost, improve communication, and aid in decision making. So if you need any of these services, just call the Forestry Department. They're at your service.
Even greater achievements. To Jamaica we say, Happy Golden Jubilee from the Exim Bank. The time by the Exim Bank is
Drink it up, Catherine Speak Spring Water. Energize, no compromise, not purified. Sodium free, no additives. Original energy drink, stop and think. So refreshing, quench your thirst, get a burst of Catherine Speak. Pure spring water out from Jamaica. Sodium free, no additives. Drink it up, Catherine Speak Spring Water. Drink it up, Catherine Speak Spring Water.
Catherine's Peak Pure Spring Water, above all others.
On your marks, get set, go! With Olympics being next year, large screen TVs, LCD TVs and LED TVs are the hottest item on everyone's Christmas shopping list. So Jewelaram and Kemlani Mart are having a huge TV sale and your favorite brands are being heavily discounted. You pay no deposit and you get 3 years to pay. Prices of TV start as low as $5,999. So hurry, at these low prices, stocks won't last. And remember, this Christmas it is all happening at Jewelaram and Kemlani Mart stores island-wide.
Sports fans, if you want a great fun chance to win, come into Champion Betting. Just place your bets on the horse racing. Come into Champion Betting. The payment sure you can trust the brand. Always bet on a champion. Local or foreign, any sport you want. Always bet on a champion. So much fun, just place your bet and it's trustworthy. So you're not afraid. Just come in and bet for a chance to.
Good afternoon once again. Thanks so much for joining our special coverage of Jamaica Votes 2011. I'm Cliff Hughes.
Emily Crooks.
And we are going to be introducing to you the members of our panel, beginning with Carol Narcisse. Good evening, Carol.
Good evening, Cliff.
Easton Douglas, former cabinet minister, former parliamentarian, former what? Permanent secretary, everything.
List is long.
A current, a Jamaican. Good evening, Easton Douglas.
Good evening, Emily. Good evening, Cliff. Former broadcaster also.
And former president of the Senate, Professor Oswald Harding. Welcome to Nationwide.
Thank you. Good evening, all.
Good. And later we'll be joined by Ronnie Mason. Ronnie did a marathon today from 9 until 4 this afternoon. He's in the wings and he will be joining us a little later. So too Professor Trevor Monroe. But let me tell you, panelists, the results are beginning to come in.
They're coming in. By my count, 7 constituencies have already begun to show a count.
Well, let me tell you, my table is telling me that the PNP is leading in 7 seats, the JLP in 1 seat. According to the results coming in from the Electoral Office of Jamaica, the PNP nationally has so far 2,302 votes to the GLP's 1,521. That makes the PNP leading in 7 seats, the GLP in 1 seat.
But again, we told you that there are some crucial seats for which you need to be looking out. And those are the marginals that we mentioned about 4 o'clock, between 4 and 5. We're going to be keeping an eye on those. And we will tell you as well so far how many boxes out of a total that have been counted, so you can get a good perspective as to where we are. 6,629 polling stations in 2,200 locations. 63 constituencies, 150 candidates, 4 political parties, including independent, 1.6 million electors. Jamaica votes December 29, 2011. It is going to come down to the 63 crucial constituencies. Well, let us just remind you that you can join us live on our website. We are in fact streaming on nationwideradiojm.com, but also you can see us live, and I will give you the website in just a moment. That is on the condition that you do have your iPod Touch, your iPad, your iPad 2 on channel 1 and 2 and channel 15, and you go to your Servocast, SERVOCAST, your Servocast app, and you should be able to see all of us here on Nationwide Jamaica Votes.
And of course, Carol Narcisse, Easton Douglas, Professor Ozzie Harding. Let me begin with you, Carol Narcisse. 32 seats, the magical number tonight, 32 of 63.
Yes.
The PNP is going into the elections with 28, the GLP 32. 3 new constituencies, 2 in St. Catherine, 1 in St. James. How do you think it's going to go?
You know, Cliff, everyone has been, I think, reluctant to hazard a guess as to what the ultimate outcome will be. One thing we know is that it is going to be a humdinger of a going, and it can be expected. I mean, so far we have few boxes counted, and whilst the PNP is leading in 7 of the 8 areas that have begun to have counts, we can expect tonight that it's going to swing back and forth, particularly in a number of the contested and marginal constituencies. So it's going to be very interesting.
Well, from what we're seeing here, before you get to Easton Douglas, one of the crucial seats we're watching as well, Western Hanover.
And did you hear the bell?
We just heard a bell going off, and it's PNP, no, JLP
it is
by the
JLP.
bell, now leading in Manchester Northeast, and I'm sure the PNP friends out there are saying, Narcisse. JLP now leading in Manchester Northeastern is what that bell is signifying, but few boxes, I'm sure.
We'll take you through those in a moment. In Western Hanover, by our watch here, Ian Hales, PNP, going up against Donovan Hamilton. Of the 3% of the turnout of so far, 8 out of 102 boxes, Ian Hales has 543, Donovan Hamilton 740 votes so far.
No surprises yet, because the PNP is leading in Westmoreland Central, a PNP domain for many years. It is also leading in Hanover Western. That could be more competitive later tonight. And of course, it's also leading in Audley Shaw's Manchester Northeast seat. That's also expected. That's a GLP leading in Manchester Northeast.
And interestingly, in St. Mary Western, did you say that, Cliff? Robert Montague and Joyland Silvera.
Yes.
So far, with 10 of 127 boxes counted, Silvera is ahead.
Also in St. Thomas Eastern, Dr. Fenton Ferguson 410, Dr. Patrice Charles Freeman 208, and that is 7 of 119 counted so far. Right, Professor Harding, your views on what has happened so far?
Yes, so far this is very early stage. I don't really feel that one can pick up any kind of trend in this.
Yes.
I think we have to look at see some of the seats that you recognize belong to one party or another and see how
Yes.
it's moving. It's just too early.
Yes. Also in North Clarendon, the PNP's Horace Washington Daly, 250. Lawrence George Broderick for the GLP, 222. And Eaton Cedric Williams of the NDM, 2, with 7 of 94 boxes counted so far. Right? Let's look what's happening in Northeast.
Before you do, let's bring in Easton Douglas. Easton, going into tonight, what are your expectations? What are you anticipating?
The night is still young.
Very young.
Very, very young indeed. I don't think that any kind of trend has been set yet. I think that the People's National Party has jumped off to an early start, but that is not indicative of anything at this time. I'm surprised at what appears to be the low voter turnout.
Yeah.
And I'm anxious to hear what really is going to be the number at the end of the day.
Yes.
It is going to affect one party or the other.
Yeah.
And what it goes to show is that all the hype and the crowds and all that sort of thing may not have been a reflection of what to have expected from today.
Yes.
Well, with 1% of the ballot boxes reporting so far, in other words, 75 of 6,629 boxes being counted nationally, the PNP is leading with 57% of the vote to the GLP's 43% of the vote. So,
and the NDM 2%,
and the NDM 0%.
0%.
Yes,
but having two
votes.
votes.
Yes.
votes.
Yes.
So nationally, the picture at 7 minutes to 6 o'clock, and it keeps on updating very quickly. 75 boxes of 6,629. The PNP leading nationally with 57% of the vote to the GLP's 43%.
Well, in Northeast Manchester, GLP's Audley Shaw, 90 votes. That is 1 box out of 101. And the PNP's Valentin Wint, 32. Early days yet as well in Northeast Manchester. Right? You mentioned the voter turnout, Easton Douglas,
Yes.
and in fact we've gone back to the record since 1962,
Yes.
and it has been coming down from a high of 86, 87
I heard
in a couple of years to 60.9% in 2007.
Yes.
It would be quite a bit of a surprise and something we would need to address if it does dip below 58%, I think, in this election.
Yes.
But it does appear that this one was quite lukewarm.
What is interesting from Northeast Manchester, although the result is reflecting, I expect, what is anticipated, is that all the votes so far, the votes have been coming from the Christiana division. The Walderston division and the Craighead division have not yet shown what is likely to happen. I know that.
And for our listeners, Christiana has, sorry, which you said has come in?
Yes.
Christiana?
14%. Well, we now have some from Craighead, but none yet from Walderston. It's now showing 623 for Audley Shaw and 407 for Valentine Wint. So that has just changed recently.
Let me give you an update. St. Mary West, that's Bobby Montague's seat against Joyland Silvera of the PNP. 14 of 127 boxes reporting. The PNP Silvera leading with 58.5% of the votes, and it's just been updated, yes, to 1,097 votes for the PNP Silvera in St. Mary West. Montague of the GLP, 779. At the last election, Montague won the seat with 52% of the votes. So the PNP leading Montague in St. Mary West.
Well, we have the ringing of the bell there again. We're just checking to see what is happening. 1 box out of 146 in Western St. Thomas. The GLP's James Robertson there with 15. The PNP's Leonard Green with 3. Just 1 box counted out of 146. Let's see for whom the bell tolls. Narcisse, what do you have there?
No, I'm still actually thinking about the turnout, because if it is that it's dipped even lower than it was in 2007, one wonders what is it that people didn't see that they needed to see to energize them, to make them follow through on all the hype, as you said, Easton. One wonders what it is that the persons putting themselves forward have not been able to convince the electorate about, such that people just aren't bothering at the level that one would expect. I'm sure that the Jamaica Labour Party would have hoped for a more enthusiastic showing of the electorate, given the newness of their leader, his youth, etc. But there it is. Clearly neither party able to energize
from
the
the discussions
electorate.
I've been hearing. What I've been hearing, I think, throughout the entire campaign is that the people, the public, and the non-governmental organizations who have formed coalition were really expecting to hear more discussion on the issues affecting the country. And I don't think that there might have been sufficient discussion on the issues. There was more of the older political hype in terms of advertisement and so forth.
The bell rings. I beg your pardon, Easton Douglas.
No, look here, this now is going to interrupt us for the whole evening, you know.
Let's see what's happening there. Let's just check out Central Westmoreland, where Roger Clark won that seat by over 1,800 votes in 2007. 13 boxes out of 155 counted. Roger Clark for the PNP is leading 648 or 58% of the votes to the JLP's Marlene Malahoo Fort, 469 or 42% of the votes in Central Westmoreland, 13 out of 155.
Let me give you the national picture in terms of the national vote. Now we have 105 of 6,629 boxes counted, and the PNP lead is beginning to diminish. It's now down to 54%. The PNP winning nationally 7,092 votes to the JLP's 6,000 votes. The NDM has picked up 6 votes.
In Clarendon North, a big seat for us watching. It is one of the marginals for us this evening. 7 out of 94 boxes so far. The PNP's Horace Daly, 250 or 52.7% of the votes. Lawrence Broderick, 222 or 46.8% of the votes. The NDM Eaton Williams remains on 2 or 0.4% of the votes.
May I ask a question at this time? Is the warning about something happening likely to be a bell all the time? There's no opportunity for a trumpet to be heard?
For the trumpet?
Is it that you couldn't find a trumpet?
We have a trumpet.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So we'll hear it at some time.
I imagine you will.
This despite all the talk of the PNP so far, leading in 7 of the 8.
Well, let me give you in Manchester, the situation in Manchester as a parish.
There it is again.
The PNP is winning 800 votes in the entire parish, the JLP 915 in Manchester. If we could go to central Manchester, nothing to report yet from central Manchester. In northeast Manchester, that's the only of the 4 Manchester seats we have had any results so far.
That seems to be where the 915 and 800 is coming from.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Audley Shaw seat.
Yes.
If we could go to St. Anne, nothing to report from St. Anne yet.
No.
St. Thomas, the PNP is ahead in St. Thomas.
Eastern.
In the parish of 27 of 265 boxes. The PNP is ahead with 55% of the vote to the GLP's 45%. In East St. Thomas, the PNP is ahead in East St. Thomas with 55%. Fenton Ferguson of the PNP leading with 1,624 votes to Patrice Charles Freeman of the JLP, 1,313 votes.
Right.
In West St. Thomas, the PNP is winning only 17% of the vote. Only 1 box to report. James Robertson winning that box, 15 votes to the PNP's Leonard Green, 3 votes. Can we go to Kingston? Easton, can you get on to Kingston and see what's happening in Kingston?
No activity showing yet for Kingston.
Nothing in Kingston
no boxes
at all.
have begun to be counted yet, which is interesting.
Okay. Let's go to Hanover East. A
What
lot of
about-
attention being paid to Hanover East.
Yes.
Nothing to report yet from Hanover
No,
East.
no, because what happens here, listeners, with our system, it's color coded. So whenever there is a count, it's all white to begin with, and whenever there's a count where the JLP is leading, we get a green, and if there's a count where the PNP is leading, we get an orange. So our screen is for the most part blank, meaning white at this point in time, and we will give you the updates as soon as they come.
We have some results from St. Andrew, though not Kingston.
Yes.
We have
Give us
16.
those.
We have 16 out of 1,200, and the PNP is leading 58.5%, 1,058, and the JLP 743, now for 41.1%, the NDM 8.4%.
All right, let me give you some individual seats in St. Andrew. St. Andrew Western, Anthony Hilton for the PNP is leading with 511 votes to the JLP's 254. Also in St. Andrew, West Rural St. Andrew, the PNP's Paul Buchanan is leading the JLP's Andrew Gallimore. Paul Buchanan ahead with 290 votes to Andrew Gallimore's 157.
Early days yet.
Very early days. In St. Andrew Northwest, the veteran Derek Smith is leading for the JLP, 5 of 104 boxes. Derek Smith leading with 332 votes to the PNP's 257. The PNP candidate in Northwest St. Andrew, Granville Valentine.
Yep.
And we can also tell you that St. Mary Trelawney, we have a box coming in from Trelawney North. The PNP ahead in Trelawney North with 112 votes, the GLP's Meadows 24. Also, we did tell you about Roger Clark.
Yes.
Leading in Central Westmoreland, 2,321 to Malahoo Fort's 1,933.
Did we mention Northeast St. Catherine?
No, we didn't. Do you have a result from there?
Just one box out of 106 counted. The PNP's Abe Dabdoob, 60. That is 54.1% of the votes. And the GLP's Gregory Mayer, 51 or 45.9% of the votes in Northeast St. Catherine.
St. Catherine North Central, Ramoth Notice of the GLP leading Natalie Nita Headley of the PNP. 3 of 97 boxes in, the JLP ahead with 188, the PNP 132 votes.
We're up on a break. You're listening to Nationwide 90 FM. This is Jamaica Votes 2011. We remind you that Antigua and Barbuda, Barbados, Grenada, Montserrat, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia are all tuning in to us on their different FM channels. Also, we are video streaming live, available on Servo, S-E-R-V-O, Cast, C-A-S-T, Servocast app, which is available on any Apple device, and this includes iPod Touch, your iPad 2 on channel 1 and channel 15, and we're powered by DC Digital Jamaica. Thank you to Lime, True Juice, Catherine Speak, Wysinco, Red Stripe, Megamart, Oasis on the Oxford, Pioneer Meats, and Singer. This is Jamaica Votes 2011.
Dryman wins the ball. He breaks free and he's on his own now. Goalkeeper Waddell goes out to meet him. Waddell's just outside the penalty box and he's... Wait, Waddell is running back to his goal. Oh, what a move. He's topping up his body with pure refreshing water. But will it save the day? Waddell is back in his goal now. Dryman strikes. Dryman kick it wide. Come Dryman, your body's over 75% water. So next time keep it topped up with water. Water. It's all good.
I was able to pay Trisha's college tuition in London by using my computer to purchase pounds.
And I paid on my US dollar credit card from my cell phone. That's the convenience of Scotia Online. Buy, sell, transfer US dollars, Canadian dollars, and pound sterling from your computer or smartphone, anywhere, anytime. Log on to www.jamaica.scotiabank.com for Scotia Online. Safe, convenient, secure.
I am Sorrel.
I am Calico Jack Rum Punch.
I am Cranberry. Together we are Yum. Yes, what is it? What? We're the reason for taste buds.
Tasty, juicy.
True Juice. Celebrate your well-being. Submit to temptation. Share the holiday spirit. 3 for the season.
Yeah, we are the ones. Good.
Buy us, buy us,
buy us.
buy us.
Sorrel, Calico Jack Rum Punch, and Cranberry. True Juice. Take home some holiday spirit. 3 for the season.
Yeah, man.
Listen to Money Vibes weekdays at 5:27 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM for advice on effectively managing your money. Money Vibes brought to you Mondays to Fridays by Money Masters Limited.
Welcome back to Jamaica Votes 2011. This is Nationwide 90 FM. I'm Cliff Hughes.
And I'm Emily Crooks. And we're pleased to have joining us here this evening a very great team of analysts, Professor Oswald Harding, Easton Douglas, and Carol Narcisse. And we're giving you the updates from the Electoral Office of Jamaica as they come to us, and that is in a matter of seconds. What do you have, Cliff?
Well, I think we should go to Easton Douglas. What are you seeing in Easton?
I'm seeing here 39 boxes out of 119 from East St. Thomas, 16% turnout. But when I look at the individuals, 55.4%, which is 2,833 for Fenton Ferguson, and Dr. Patrice Charles Freeman, 44.6, 2,282.
Yes.
They're going mad here tonight with the bell.
But it's too early, I think, for 42 boxes. What I cannot see is there doesn't seem to be any coincidence between the percentage voting for each candidate and the number of boxes.
Right. And we did tell you about St. Mary West earlier,
yes,
where the PNP was leading. Now Montague, that's why you heard the bell a while ago. Montague has now assumed the lead in St. Mary West of 24 of 127 boxes counted. Montague of the JLP leading with 1,600 to Silvera of the PNP 1,537.
And with just one of 70 boxes in St. Andrew North East, where Delroy Chuck is contending against John Paul Alexander White of the People's National Party and Terence Arthur. One box so far, Delroy Chuck leading. It's now 2 boxes of the 70. Delroy Chuck still in the lead in St. Andrew Northeast.
Let me give the national picture at this moment. It's 10 minutes after 6. The polls closed just over an hour ago. 3% of the 6,600 boxes have been counted. The results are in. After 3% of the boxes, the JLP is leading in 9 seats. The PNP is leading in 14 seats. So the PNP is leading in 14 seats, the JLP in 9. In terms of the popular vote, the PNP has 13,107 or 20.2%, and the JLP 16.2% or 11,441. So of the popular vote so far, the PNP leading with 13,511, the JLP 11,441. The PNP is leading in 14 of the 63 seats, the JLP leading in 9 seats.
The crucial marginals the Fenton Ferguson is leading in Eastern St. Thomas, which is not really a surprise. Bobby Montague in Western St. Mary, that is also not a surprise. Ian Hales is leading in Western Hanover, that is also not a surprise at this time. St. Catherine Northeast, held by Gregory Mayer, he is now leading with 3 boxes out of 106. North Clarendon, one of the marginals to watch. Horace Daly seems to be leading there. Laurie Broderick with only 7 of 94 boxes counted so far.
Okay.
And for the new constituencies, only so far St. Catherine North Central has begun to show results, and that of course being with Natalie Nita Headley and Ramoth Notice for the Jamaica Labour Party, Natalie Nita Headley for the People's National Party. 10 of 97 boxes counted, and so far Natalie Nita Headley is ahead in that area.
So let us tell you the seats that the parties are leading in. The latest update at 11 minutes after 6 based on my system here, Eastern.
Yes.
The JLP is now leading in St. Catherine West Central. That's Bohr. At 6:10, the JLP is leading in St. Anne Southwest, Ernie Smith. The JLP leading in St. Andrew Northeast, Chuck. They're also leading in St. Mary West, Montague. In St. Elizabeth Southwest, that's Tufton. The JLP is also leading in St. Catherine East Central. Who's there for them? That's Wheatley.
Yes, that is a new seat, Andrew Wheatley.
The PNP is leading in St. Andrew Western. The JLP is leading in St. Catherine Northeastern. Okay, the PNP is leading, as we have been reporting, in Westmoreland Central, Hanover West as well. Okay?
Yep.
Prof, how are you?
Pretty calm so far.
Calm?
Of course.
Okay.
Let's just give public advisory as Prof remains calm. The public is being advised that Belmont Road and Old Hope Road in St. Andrew will be closed to vehicular traffic until midnight. This is to facilitate activities at the headquarters of the Jamaica Labour Party and the People's National Party. In relation to Belmont Road, no vehicles will be allowed to enter Belmont Road from Oxford Road, Haining Road or Worthington Terrace. Vehicles traveling from Worthington Terrace will be diverted onto Haining Road. Motorists traveling along Haining Road will be diverted onto Worthington Terrace. Old Hope Road will be closed between the intersection of Old Hope Road and Stanton Terrace and Fairway Avenue, and the intersection of Old Hope Road, Seaview Avenue and Mountain View Avenue. So persons traveling towards Pepin from Crossroads will be diverted onto Stanton Terrace or Fairway Avenue.
Okay, some more results coming in. One of the battleground seats, ladies and gentlemen, Clarendon North, 7 of 94 boxes. Daly of the PNP leading Broderick of the JLP. Daly leading with 52.7% of the vote to Broderick's 46.8% of the vote. Daly with 250, Broderick 222.
And in Southeast Clarendon, Rudyard Spencer with 50.3% of the vote is now leading suddenly by 230, and Derek Lambert 47.5%, 208.
Yeah.
Early days yet.
And in the competitive seats, if we just take a quick hop over to see what's happening there, and just for listeners, perhaps if you haven't already, Emily, we have defined the competitive seats as opposed to marginal. We've defined competitive seats as, Mr. Hughes?
Those who have won with more than 1,000 votes.
Yes.
The competitive?
The competitive, more than 1,000 votes.
But the race that's on is
still a race.
Is
Cannot
like
be taken
to
for
be
granted.
can't be
It's not
taken for
safe.
granted. So in those seats, in Kingston Central, where Ronnie Thwaites is
Rosalie
against
Hamilton.
Rosalie Hamilton for the Jamaica Labour Party, 3 of 82 boxes so far counted. Ronnie Thwaites with 148 votes to Rosalie Hamilton's 81. And let's see, over in Clarendon Southwest, Noel Ascott, who is running against Joel Williams for the Jamaica Labour Party, Noel Ascott being for the People's National Party. 3 of 94 boxes in, Ascott with 235 votes, Williams with 96. St. Catherine South Central, where Vincent Morrison is running against Dr. Andrew Wheatley for the Jamaica Labour Party. Only 2 of 94 boxes in, so being counted so far, but Vincent Morrison ahead with 137 votes, Wheatley with 31, but a long ways to go in these competitive seats.
More updates as well on Northeast St. Catherine. The PNP's Abe Dabdoob against Gregory Mayer with 7 of 106 boxes counted. Abe Dabdoob for the PNP has 342 votes, or 54.6%, and Gregory Mayer has 284 votes, or 45.4%.
Hello. Let me give you an update in St. Mary West.
Yes.
This is a traditional swing seat. It's Bobby Montague seat. We considered it relatively safe for Montague. Well, a battle is on there tonight.
Yes.
13% turnout of the 31,540 electors, meaning 13% of the votes counted. The PNP's Joylan Silvera ahead with 52.7% of the vote. In other words, 2,120 votes for the PNP Silvera. Montague behind with 1,901, or 47% of the vote. The by division, the JLP is winning the Gale division, and the PNP and the Karen Hall division. The JLP winning the Gale division, and the Karen Hall